Sally can wait. She knows it's too late as she's walking on by. I love you, man.
여러분 안녕하세요. ItsRich, and today I have a very special guest, which is, I believe, the best British trot singer in Korea.
The best, the only
trot singer in Korea. It is Pilseobang.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Wow. Can I just say congratulations for getting over 1,000 subscribers as well. Yeah, so today is doubling up as an interview with the best and only trot singer from England here. And also, a party for celebrating your successes.
1,000 subscribers,
your
yes,
successes,
exactly.
Yeah,
hopefully
great.
more to come.
Some
people have already seen you on some Korean TV shows, especially trot-related shows. But for the people that have maybe not seen you before, would you like to give a brief introduction about yourself?
My name's Phil, and I go with the name of Pilseobang, which means son-in-law Phil.
Oh.
So there's a kind of music called trot music, which is usually appreciated by the elder generation.
Okay.
And it's been a real gift for me. When I first arrived in Korea some 14 years ago now, I didn't know anybody, and I didn't know so much about the culture. But I really enjoyed every weekend going to festivals in different cities, and at that time they usually had a stage with some live music, and it was like nothing I'd really heard before. But everybody seemed to be really getting into it, having a dance, cheering. Whether you were little kids or whether you were kind of really old people, you would really get into it. And I found out about it. It's called trot music.
Trot music.
It's become really popular in the last couple of years, which has really surprised me, but it's fantastic.
I've noticed that through some TV shows that have happened recently, and certain singers recently in the trot scene, that it has had a bit of a revival.
Yeah.
And also, going on top of that, when I first came here 3.5 years ago, I was so shocked about how easy it was to see live performances, and a lot of the times free. Because I used to live in Daejeon, and near me were 2 different universities.
Okay.
And during the summertime, they would have university festivals.
Yeah.
And the thing that's very different, especially between UK and Korea, is that with the university festivals, it's open to pretty much anyone.
It is, yeah.
In the UK, you need to pay for tickets, and you would probably have to pay at least 40,000 won, 50,000 won for a ticket.
Dear,
It was quite expensive, and it would only be 2 performers, 3 performers maybe, and like a DJ. But what I've noticed that especially in universities in Korea, they're able to bring some really big names to it.
Who have you seen at those university festivals?
I've seen Crush. 2 times. Hyuna 3 times. Honjin-young, if we're going based on the trot music scene.
And you didn't pay a penny?
Didn't pay at all. So, like I said, people may have seen you on TV shows, especially trot-related shows. How has been the reaction since going on those TV shows?
Well, the first program I went on would have been last September. And that was one about non-Koreans who got married to Korean people. And I went on with my mother-in-law to the Daegu Achimadang, which is a KBS morning show.
Okay.
And I sang a song on that program, and I posted it online and showed it to my friends back home, and they thought it was pretty hilarious.
Really?
Yeah, because it was a genre of music that they weren't really familiar with. And I was wearing a big Union Jack jacket. And I was singing in Korean, and it was a bit bizarre. But they liked it because I've always been a bit odd.
Okay.
And then, I got married and I'd settled down, and they were worried that, Phil's becoming a bit normal. But then when they saw that, they were like, oh, excellent, this is the Phil who we know. So they were really pleased about that. And then I went on to a TV program that comes on Sunday lunchtime called Jong Norejana. Which has a legendary host who's in his 90s now.
Wow. Okay.
And I applied for that, and I did that in my local area. And people back home saw that, and again, I think they thought it was a bit funny, a bit cool, very, very quirky, very British eccentric. Because it was so different from what we were used to before, and Korean is a language which still is not that well known among British people.
True. Trot is quite a unique genre of music.
It is, yeah.
It's really hard to find something similar to that in other countries, especially. There's kind of a very uniqueness to it, right? We were actually talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
Is there any British music or bands that you would class very similar or have a similar uniqueness to Trot?
I don't think so. And I think around the world there would be similar kind of genres in different countries, but I think in England, I don't know, maybe some similarities with some of the easy listening music. Probably some of the old crooners. You know, your favourite Tom Jones?
Tom Jones, yes, my fellow countryman
from
Wales.
That kind of thing has some similarities, but it's not the same.
As you know, in Korea, they have a very big noraebang culture.
They do.
There's probably noraebangs on nearly every street, or most areas at least.
Yeah.
Now, is there a particular song that is your go-to noraebang song?
When I first came here, we would normally sing English songs which were a bit more up-tempo and people could dance to. I remember a real big hit was Ace of Base. All I Want Is Another Baby. All that she wants is another baby. She's gone tomorrow.
Wow, interesting.
Oh yeah, so Sally can wait. She knows it's too late as she's walking on by. I love you, man.
Yeah, it's drunkenly singing
exactly,
it.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, as someone who is doing a very difficult job at singing, but not in your own language, in a different language itself, what tips would you have for Korean people who are trying to do well, whether it's online or try to perform well with English?
The most important thing is to pick something that you like. If you pick some music that you like, you're likely to want to sing it more.
Yeah.
And you're likely to want to listen to it more. It's common sense.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a circle, isn't it? You know, you like something, so you do more of it, so you become better at it, so you do more of it, and you like it, and that just kind of goes around and around, doesn't it?
As we said, Korea has a very big noraebang culture, but it's not really the case in the UK, but again, kind of is, right?
In pubs.
In pubs, right? So the way we do karaoke is in front of a live audience on one night in a week, and you put your name down on the list, and you just sing.
Can we have Rich up to the stage now, please?
Exactly, and it's usually you did not put your name down, your friend put your name down, and it's like, oh, this guy, oh.
Or would you pretend that your friend put the name down?
Yeah, exactly that as well. Yeah. Would you say that the UK would do well if we brought like noraebangs over there?
Well, actually, there are a few noraebangs in London.
Really?
Yeah, there's one at Centre Point that I went to, and there was one in a restaurant called Korean Chili in Leicester Square, which I went to. It was pretty good, but it was a bit dear. It was a bit expensive.
Yeah.
I think that the equipment all needs to be kind of shipped in, and then I think that the equipment maintenance is quite expensive. And I think that you have to regularly update them with the new songs.
Yes.
So I think that's quite costly and quite time-consuming. Yeah. Would it work? I often thought about this because there's so many cool things in Korea. Do they still exist? Pilseobang.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very big. Very big here.
I used to, when I first came, I used to go to the PC rooms a lot.
So as someone who has been brought up on British music and someone who has gone into Korean music, are there any bands or singers that you feel like Korean music fans or Trot fans would like in the UK?
Oh, it's a difficult question for me because often the British music that Korean people like, or the English-speaking music that Korean people would like, is not the music that I listen to.
Okay.
So I can tell you some people who are popular. People like, I think Maroon 5 are really popular.
Maroon 5, yes.
I think
Ed Sheeran,
Sam Smith, Adele.
Yes. I
think they're all pretty big. When I've asked Korean people what British music they like, those have been the common answers. And also, I think there's nothing wrong with the classics. the Beatles.
Yeah.
Tons of great music by the Beatles, and there's music from the 60s and 70s.
Well, thank you very much
for
coming on my channel and having a nice talk with me.
It was fun.
It was very fun. I hope you come again sometime soon.
I'll come anytime you invite me.
Fair enough, thanks. And anybody who is watching this video now, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe down below, like the video, and comment your best Norebang video.
Do you know what they say? 18. You're number 18.
Number 18?
Yeah, Shippadwan. Your number 18 in the Norebang is your go-to song.
Really?
Echanggo.
What is your 18 song, your Shiphalvan song?
Yeah.
Oh, alright, so leave a comment down below. Until the next time, peace.
Goodbye!